Here we have a 2014 GL550 here today for fuel pump replacement. Old days you were able to pop this seat up and you found a door right here to access your fuel pump. Well, not anymore. These newer ones will require you to drop the fuel tank. We have to remove the exhaust in order to gain access and lower this fuel tank here. So here are the codes we are getting. The fuel pressure regulator valve 1 is faulty. Fuel pressure in the system is too low. So let's see, let's go ahead and change our fuel pump, in-tank fuel pump, and take a look if these symptoms will disappear. Let's go ahead and remove those fake 2 screws holding these. Same on the other side. On the driver's side, managed to loosen the 2 top bolts to loosen that side of the exhaust. This side has a joint here. We don't have to mess around with those bolts there. We have a joint here. Next one, I sprayed some WD-40 on those hangers to slide them out easier. Same thing we're gonna do on the very back end, and then we should be able to get access to the gas tank. We have little support. It's held by 4 16mm. I'm gonna remove this one so we can easily slide the whole cat converter with the rest of the exhaust out. Here it is. Now we have lowered it. Now we have easy access to these secondary and primary O2 sensors. Make your life easier. Use the right tool. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and unbolt those hangers here. Then we will have access to remove this heat shield. Do not bend it, just remove those 10mm on the side here and there to get it down. Shield is removed. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove those belly bands on both sides to give access to the whole gas tank. Same here, it's held by number 10s. Some plastic number 10 nuts here and there on the sides. So pop those off. In the front you have probably 3 little clips. Just pop them out as well and it drops down. After that we're gonna have to get access to this drive shaft here. We're gonna go ahead and unbolt it from here. I'm unsure if I have to unbolt it from the front as well. We'll see how we're gonna get access to this gas tank. So let's play it by the ear. Now we're gonna go ahead and pop those 3 bolt and nut out from this rear flex plate. 18mm to hold it, and the torque 60 on this side. 3 bolts and nuts from the flex plate removed. Now we're gonna give it some playroom. 16mm up here on the carrier bearing. Let's see if we can wedge it off, and hopefully we don't have to mess around with the front. Successfully removed drive shaft from the rear diff. Carrier bearing is right here, loose. Go ahead and put those 16s here just to get them out from the way. Next one up is to remove this heat shield here that's covering the gas tank. These are Torx 25. Shield is removed. Now we have all the access to the gas tank. These are the straps that are holding it. We have to remove this beauty cover here. Again, some 10mm. Our fuel line is right here. That's what it appears to be. Pop this one up, and then we can go ahead and loosen it up from here and there, so we have some playroom to remove it. Fuel filler neck going to the tank. There's a clip. Let's go ahead and remove that one, wiggle it out, collect all the gas that might come out from there. We have a 10mm holding this one here, so we're gonna give it some playroom. Not sure if it's a gas vapor or whatever system, maybe. Anyways, give some playroom for this as well. Number 13mm all around holding it, so let's go nice and slow. Closer look. I popped this clip down to release it from the neck here. Then I slowly started prying it out just a little bit. Also sprayed some WD-40 to make it more easier to slide out. That's where it is. So just bend it a little bit, don't put too much power to it. You don't want to break it or have a little crack and have a fuel leak later on. I have gotten to the stage where I loosened the strap on the passenger side, and I'm about to lower it from the driver's side as well. I support it with my jack, a piece of 2x4. I don't want to damage the gas tank, so lower this one a little bit. Our fuel pump is right here, so we're gonna go ahead and lower it just enough to get full access on the top here. Replacement pump, just in case. We're gonna go ahead and change this small fuel pressure sensor. Anyways, also I grabbed a new clamp. This thing broke on me, and two turbo pipe, two catalytic converter pipe bolts. Always replace them. Don't take a chance for them to break, otherwise it's gonna be an engine out job in the future. Time to remove the top ring. Slowly tapping the ring off since I don't have the special tool. There we go. Now we can manually do the rest. The two connectors, one for the pressure sensor, one for the fuel pump motor itself. Disconnect the line, push on both sides. Okay, now we're able to remove this top cap. There we go. And rest of it should be coming up right like this. I'm gonna grab a bucket to place this pump into. We have another, let me empty it from the fuel a little bit more. You have a line that is probably going to the sending unit. There is one anyway. That's probably what's gonna feed the front push tabs. Push them both. There we go. And it's removed. A lot of mess here. Just cleaning your hands. Alright, time to go back in. Let's go ahead and grab our fuel line here. Connect it back. Place the new pump, new pressure sensor. Connected our fuel line in the tank. There's only one way it goes in. That's how it locks in here. We're gonna take our cap, screw on, cover, hold the pump in position, and let's start screwing it back on, making sure that it finds its correct groove. Okay, that's enough. Go ahead and use the rag to get more grip. We're gonna go ahead and tighten it all the way down. Fuel tank back up, 13 here. Lifted it with the jack and 2x4 slowly to get those straps up, and then screwed them down. Straps pulled the tank back up. There's one here that you have to align. So now that we have the tank back up, I went ahead and yanked this thing in there to make sure it clips in properly. That one is done. Next one, I'm gonna lay down that heat shield that was in this alley, so we can go ahead and lift this drive shaft up, bolt it up with the bolt and nut, T60 and the 18mm on the other end, and then bolt up this carrier bearing. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Everything under here is buttoned up. Heat shields are in. Exhaust is back up. All the beauty covers on the sides are back. Alrighty, that should be all. Let's go ahead and test it now. We are on our test drive. Let's see. No issues so far. Thanks for watching.